Hello everyone and welcome to the plane. How is everyone doing today? I hope you are doing fantastic. On robot again. That's never fun. Which one is it? This one? Okay. Are we back? Are we back and better? I guess I can test it like this. Let's see. Are we back? Yes. Okay. Cool. I guess I just need to test that from now on before I actually start stream. I need to give a call to the Sweetwater and have them tell me how to fix it because it shouldn't happen all the time. Oh, I do need to fix my PNG tuber. Let's go ahead and put that back to there. There we go. And we're bouncing around. Going crazy. Hello, Ice. Hello, Ronan. How are you doing? Welcome on in. Thank you for the random Koyuki. Today. Oh, I love the Mew stare. The Mew G. That's so cute. Today we are getting back into Ace Attorney Apollo Justice. Flip-flopping between realities was a lot of fun. I remember enjoying the heck out of this gameplay mechanic. I don't know if they'll ever do it again, but it's awesome and I love it. But we unlocked Magatamas. Actually, I don't think we used any of the rings yet, but we were having a good time. But yeah, I took most of last week off because I was just feeling sick and I was tired and I had a long week, and the long week continues because I'm still sick, still not fully back. But I'm gonna try tonight for a little bit. I'm gonna see if we can get through a little bit of a stream. Just a little bit of a stream. We're gonna keep playing. Got some tea as usual. Today we have some lavender chamomile, my favorite. Still a little hot, but it tastes good. But yes, I've been sick for a super long time, so I'm actually going to go to the doctor on Wednesday. I'm gonna see if I can have him do some blood work. Maybe see if there's anything bigger going on, but we will see. I should be good for today, I hope. If my voice starts hurting too much, then I might just call it. Why did I decide to do voice acting on a day when I feel not so great? I don't know. It's Monday. It's Mystery Monday, which is a phrase that I should have coined 4 years ago when I started this series. But it's fine. Better late than never, am I right? I think one of my friends did it every now and then because of the, but I never really put maybe I should start calling it Mystery Monday. I should probably do that. To get better for Thanksgiving week. Yeah. Because I think we're going to go visit some family. So hopefully I can get better by then. I also have a big concert coming up. I won't talk about it too much because it is a little private life, but I do these big church concerts, like huge. It's like 6 or 20 different churches come together and we form this super choir. And we're singing every year. We sing like a mass written by like some composer. So we've done we did the mass by Mozart. We did a mass by Brahms. No, I forgot who the other one was, but some like big composers. So this year we're doing Beethoven's Mass in C. And oh my God. It is the most difficult piece of music I've ever sang in my life. It is so complicated. And I don't know, it's tough. We meet for like 2 hours a week, so it's tough. I think I'm gonna get it by the day, which we have 2 more weeks until we actually perform it. So 2 more hours for a rehearsal, and then a dress rehearsal, and then the real thing. So it's gonna be something. I don't know if I'm gonna post it in. I think I posted in it last year. Depending on how it turns out, maybe I'll post it in my Discord again. But if it works out, it's gonna be pretty. It's definitely the prettiest thing ever. It's so cool. Even if you don't like oldish choir music, you should listen to it. It's incredible. But if we suck, then I'm not gonna show it to you guys. So possible video, depending on how good it is. But it's really hard. And I sang a lot when I was back in high school. I sang a lot of incredibly complex music. I had 2 incredible music teachers at the 2 schools I went to. The first one definitely went above and beyond because it was a small private school. So he was able to focus on like a select group of kids. Whereas when I went to public school, our select choir was much bigger. But we were still incredible singers, but we couldn't dedicate nearly as much time to sing these complex songs. But still, I sang a lot of difficult pieces in high school. Back when I was being, practicing and, getting taught by incredible teachers. And this is harder than all of that. And I have not seen a music teacher in probably 7 years. So this is definitely the biggest struggle ever. But the director we have, or our conductor, is incredible. He's doing a great job. He's helping us get through this. And I mean, it's fun. It's just really hard. It's just really hard. Maybe one day I'll show you some of the absurd sections of the song. Because there's like one of the songs, it's a 12-minute song, and it has like 3 or 4 breaks in it. So otherwise you're just going ham for 12 minutes straight. It's like a marathon sprint. You're just like, let it end. I can't do this anymore. But I think it's gonna be a lot of fun, so we'll see. But anyway, so that's what I was dealing with. That's what I've been dealing with. And I was sick on Sunday, so during our rehearsal, so that was cool. It wasn't that bad. I just don't go full out on those days. I just kind of mark it. So but anyway, I don't know how I got started on that. but it's been fun. But today, we are playing Ace Attorney. We're going back. Back to the future? Back to the past? I don't know. We're doing a little bit of both. We're going into both. Both areas. Going to the past and the future. To solve a murder. Actually, I don't think there was... No, there was some murder. There was some murder. Because, yeah... Oh, God, it's been so... What? It's been 2 weeks because I missed last week because I came back from the trip. So, yeah, it's been 2 weeks since I played this game last. So, I'm really going to have to remember what happened last week. But let's go over to the main menu. And maybe we'll try to refresh our memory. Let's go see. All right, let's try to remember what happened. So, I believe we were in the middle of... We just had a big reveal. And the big reveal was, oh, it was that Shady Smith was Trucy's dad. That he came back when he disappeared. He came back as Shady Smith so we could give something to Trucy. Because apparently, what's his face? Valent was gonna like get the rights to the magic trick, but Trucy's dad wanted to pass it off to Trucy before, so that way he couldn't get the secrets to the magic trick. So I'm interested to see, is Uncle Valent gonna end up being a villain? I don't think so. Maybe he's gonna be like a little spiteful because he's like, I deserve the secrets to his magic. I don't think he's gonna be like evil. I don't know if he killed anyone, but someone did have to kill the guy, so I don't know. All right, let's see where we were. I'm sure a lot of it will come back to me as we play here. So that was 10:03. Autosave was 9:54, so let's go 10:03. Alrighty. Also, I'm rocking the flannel. I have this flannel. I've had it for a year, and I figured I'd use it because we're getting to the end of fall. Didn't even use it once. So we're gonna rock the flannel for a bit. Eventually, I'll swap over to my winter sweater, but we're gonna do this for a bit. All right, so we finished all of these. We still had this detention center one that we needed to do. And then in the present, we were missing a bunch of these. Okay. Yeah, the autumn time. Hey, you know, it kind of fits this theme here, the orange theme. It's kind of cool. Although the badge doesn't look as good on a flannel. It doesn't look as good as on a flannel as it does on the suit, so we'll do that. All right, so we have the Borch Bowl Club. We have something with probably a Magatama on him, and then there was something we got. Oh yeah, we also learned that the nail polish that knocked her out came from Christoph Gavin. Okay. So these three are all done. Can I look at my evidence? No, I can't see the evidence right now. Let's go to the detention center, see if there's anything we can clean up here. I think this is the last one, but I'm not sure. All right. Okay, so he does have... Let's Magatama him. Because I remember we need proof about the girl who died being Trucy's mom. I think that's what we're looking for. The trick up his sleeve. Flying by the seat of my pants on this one. There must be a path leading from the evidence to the truth. And that's what I'm gonna find. To ask someone to take a life, even for not even one not long for this world. Okay, so we're talking about when his master told him to, you know, shoot him. That's asking someone to commit murder. Yes, our mentor was fond of dramatic moves and dramatic finales. And he got his wish. His life was taken. What weakness could be so powerful to coerce someone to committing murder? My guess it was a matter of life or death. Care to explain? Your troop lived in a world of showmanship. The flashier, the better. And flashy so often means danger, doesn't it? Let us make this as painless as possible. If you have proof of this danger, then show it. Okay, so we show him the gun. Because the gun was dangerous. Why, that's one of ours. Specially designed for your show, I gather. A single bullet, one shot. What are you suggesting? But we are magicians, Mr. Wright, not murderers. I'm not crying murder, Mr. Valiant. I'm crying something far more tragic. An accident. Alright, so that was the first one. How long has it been since the shots were last heard? Was the shoot 'em cancelled because someone might get hurt? Of course, what other reason could there be? Well, it could have been cancelled because someone already had been hurt. Fascinating. Why Faustian forging friend? But tell me, what can you prove with a single pistol? Well, tell me, what would have happened if there had been an accident? What if one of your bullets took a life on stage? The performance of magic is not concerned with what-ifs. It is concerned with precision. Precisely whom do you claim was shot? Alright, and I think this is where I couldn't figure it out. Because, yeah, we don't have... Oh, no, we do. We do. Yes. A word, if I may. Oh, can we not do that? Okay. Yeah, it does. Sort of. Then you'd never make it. Okay. Alright. So it's not that. We have to prove that it was her. Alright, so that's where we stand here. Alright. I'm like figuring out who that bullet hit. So we're gonna go back. So, alright, we need to somehow talk about her. Let's go load here. So we need something pointing to her for the past. And for the present, let's check out Borscht Bulk. Wait, can I check these yet? No, I can't. Alright, let's go to the Borscht Bulk Club. Oh, yeah, I remember the other thing, the other thing that we learned was that Trucy was actually the daughter of... I guess we don't have him in here. Oh, of Magnify. I think that's where they were leading, was that Trucy was actually the daughter of Magnify, not Shady Smith, or what's his name? Zach Gramari. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's what they were implying. Because these two guys, even though they have the last name Gramari, it's not their actual last name. All right. Let's talk. What does this guy have that we need to break for him? All right. Ba-ba-bam. The Gramari secret. I have to know more about this power of Trucy's. It's like she can see right in people's minds. Okay, so it's something about Trucy having a magical power that's passed down in the Gramari bloodline. So that's how we got the thing, because Magnify also had that power. And Trucy has it, but I don't think he does. The first time I saw her do it, it blew mine. And after we're done having your mind blown, you took her to play cards with you. Gotta use the resources at hand, I always say. Yet I myself has no such power. But Trucy does. Why is that? Maybe Trucy got her power from her mother? Thalassa Gramari? Oh yeah. And then I got spoiled about Thalassa. I have to keep remembering that I can't say what I got spoiled about. I mean, it's pretty obvious. It's pretty obvious what the spoiler is about Thalassa, but I can't say it because I got spoiled. Wait, no, that's the daughter. Did I read that wrong? Okay. So Thalassa is Trucy's mom, daughter of Magnify. So Zach is her real dad. How did I get that? I swore they said that it was Magnify's daughter, but okay. I guess I got that wrong. It's been 2 weeks, guys. Hey, Gare. How are things? I am doing all right. I am a little sick, but we are trudging along. And hello, Neon. Where's the brat? She's not a brat, Neon. You're picking the wrong girl to call a brat. You should call Maya a brat. Heck, you could call Emma a brat. Trucy's like the least bratty girl in the whole game. She could be quirky. You could be quirky. Oh, I forgot about Meekins too. But how are you doing, Neon? It's good to see you. But no, she's not in the story right now. She is vibing somewhere. I actually don't. Oh, I think she's hanging out with Apollo right now. Actually, I don't know what she's up to. They don't really. She's just kind of roaming the streets. I think at this point, because I'm in the present right now, I think she's just hanging out with Phoenix at the law office. But yeah, I don't like her top hat. You know, I gotta agree. I don't know, man. It's weird. It looks good. It looks bad on Valiant. I hate it on him. I think it looks gross. I don't know. I don't mind it on Trucy. Maybe that's just because I like Trucy. At this point, I think I just have to admit I like Trucy. And I think she's cool. But Thalassa Garamari. I will not speak of that. Thalassa is officially missing, correct? And I think I know why you don't want to talk about her. I think this is where I messed up again. Because you have to prove what happened to her. What's on here again? Taking care of family in need right now. Hey, no worries. Family is important. You can take care of them. All right, I want to take a look at this. All right, what if I just start presenting this to him? Hey, Zach, could you tell me about this? Mr. Wright, we meet for the first time in 7 years and you... Okay. I think I just need to start presenting stuff to see if I can get any info out of him. He won't know about this. Thank you for the random Koyuki. I've never heard that one before. It's a new one. This woman is Trucy's mother, yes? She said her mother was gone. And it is so. What more is there to say? Thalassa Garamari, Magnify Gramari's only daughter. I need to gather some more evidence, clearly. Alright, so you don't care about Mr. Hat for some reason. You don't care about the fake journal. His hat looks awesome. His hat, I will agree, his hat is the best hat, for sure. Shady Smith has the best hat. I will agree. I will agree. You don't care about this letter. Oh my gosh, wrong button again. Bam, bam. Alright, yeah, assuming this guy doesn't care about any of this stuff right now. Aww. Your Uncle Powers must take action. Hey, that's okay. I'm sorry to hear that. I hope you can help them get through that. Michael Jackson kind of feeling. Speaking of Michael Jackson, they're apparently they're making a biography movie about him, kind of like they did with the Queen movie. So that's pretty cool because I was a big fan of Michael Jackson. Funny enough, I got really into Michael Jackson after he died. I knew his songs, but I didn't know who he was until he died. And then I learned about him and I was like, dang, he's so good, but he's dead. That was a sad day for me, because that's how I heard about him. Was like through all that, you know, stuff that happened when he died. But he is incredible. That being said, I'm assuming the movie's probably gonna leave out, you know, some of the bad things that he did. You know, they're probably gonna leave that out. So it's probably not gonna be the most accurate thing. But overall, I'm super pumped about that movie, because that's pretty sick. So I don't want to go back here. Something out of Yakuza. Yeah, he definitely has big Yakuza vibes. All right, last person we talked to was Christoph. Christoph is also... But I can't Magatama him. Oh yeah, because he has a black lock. And I couldn't Magatama him because this black lock won't work. Right? Right, hold on, let's see here. I'm gonna skip through this. Because we were trying to see why did he murder Zach. Alrighty. Alright, why did you kill him? And then we got this weird black lock, which we cannot unlock. Whoa. I've never seen psyche locks like these. Dark, cold, full of despair. And we can't open that. Alright, so I'm gonna go through and present some evidence to this guy here. And just see what I got. What do you think about this? He's got nothing. Oh man, why do we have to have the longest animation with him shaking his head at me? Leave me alone. Alright, does he have anything to say about anything? He probably doesn't. He is a lawyer after all. I still love that this guy's cell is like super posh. It's such a funny touch. Okay. Do 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 do. Okay. All right, we're almost done. I guess that means we have to go back and present to Grimari. Because the other three are all done. They all have check marks, so I don't think I would need to go back to them. Yeah, I mean, I have two more left here, but I don't think this guy's gonna help. Okay, nothing here. Hey, maybe I could examine. Oh, that is something I should do, is examine the Borscht Bowl Club. I didn't examine there. Rose, you taking care of this one here? Yeah, she's surprisingly delicate, you know? Requires careful tending, but she's my best friend. Best? Come on now, I'm starting to feel bad for you. Oh, of course. She's known to bite if handled roughly. Your Rose bites? I was speaking of the photo next to the rose. My retriever, Vongel. Cute but feisty. Every dog has its thorn. Okay, he has a dog. Interesting. That envelope's been bothering me since I came here. It's not nice to peek at other people's mail. You get mail here in jail? Yeah, I feel like prisoners can get mail, right? They have that whole right to a prisoner thing. That I do, though they read it first, apparently. Still, I am allowed the pleasure of correspondence. Packages and that and the like are all a different matter, however. Like sneaking a peek is out of the question. So I definitely need to look at that. It's strange, you know. Here I am in solitary, and yet the books keep piling up. Looks like you got more than books here. Ah, yes, my collection. I have a few friends on the prison staff. They show me a little kindness. Just a little? Yeah, just a little. What is this? Here's your chair. That's some chair. Just looking at it makes me want to take a seat. You'd probably have to add a whole digit to the price of one of my office chairs. In here, a comfortable chair is the most valuable thing in the world. You'd have to add 2 digits to the price of the standard prison issue chair for this. Those prison chairs don't look so bad either. Maybe I should redecorate. Ah, yes, maybe I should go get a prison chair. Guys, I mean, I used to stream in a dining chair. So I think a prison chair would be... Also, do prisons have chairs? And my prison cells don't have chairs. They have beds and they have toilet. Is that what they're saying? It's a toilet? I guess that might be the joke. I don't know. All right, well, we've explored everything. Can I talk about the letter? All right, well, I don't see anything there, so let's go back. Let's examine the Borscht Bowl Club. So we have the bottles here. This grape juice. Is it refreshing? I usually drink too much and it ends up making me thirsty. Oh, Mr. Right. There's something inside that bottle. Huh? It's my business card. You aren't surprised at all. Perhaps you don't like magic? I sure felt surprised. Maybe I had my poker face on. Okay. So he noticed the card in the bottle instantly. Interesting. I must say, it comes at quite a surprise. I never knew you played. I'd do anything else if I could, believe me. Oh yeah, there's something you could help me with. Do you think you could make that piano disappear? Oh, that's funny. It'd help out in a lot of ways, really. He's like, wait, what? I can't just do a trick like that? What are you talking about? You say the funniest things with the straightest face. People always tell me that. Except I wasn't joking. Please destroy my piano. I don't want to play. Look at that picture. Little goofy picture. It's like something I would draw. One of the restaurant tables. This one's the closest to the piano. Which makes it the hardest to eat at, I hear. On days when I'm playing, that is. What do you think about the ukulele? The sound is slight, the annoyance is curtailed. A ukulele in a Russian restaurant? Then you must go to a Hawaiian restaurant. Hawaiian shirts don't go with my complexion. I want to see Phoenix in a Hawaiian shirt. I think that would be awesome. I think it would kill. I give up. Well, he tried. All right, so nothing here. Really, nothing. Yeah, that gave me nothing. And I can't go to these yet. There's nothing to check in the detention center. I mean, I could present him some things. Maybe he'll look at that. I feel like I already did this, but I feel like they're just not looking. So I guess that means if I can't do any of these, then I need to go to a different one. I hope I'm not stuck. This is what happens when you don't play a game, when you take 2 weeks in between one of these games. I really should have just buckled down and just like done these like 3 times a week or whatever. But I wanted to play other games. But alas. Alright, so I don't know if it's going to be any of these.
Oh.
So he needs to learn. We need to show him something about Thalassia or Thalassa, whatever her name is. Okay. So that was everything there. Talked about everything here. I mean, there's really nothing to examine here. There's the guard, which I already talked to here. Yeah, I already examined this room. So I guess that means I need to go back into one of these and examine or something? I feel like it would be something that I missed in here. I managed to talk to her. Let's examine the room again. Yeah, I'm pretty sure everything has been examined, though. Alright, that's this desk area. Let me check the rest here. Alright, so we're gonna get a little bit closer, and now I can check. We did this, they did this. Ah, I didn't click the stamp apparently. It's an awfully small frame. There's a commemorative stamp of the Grimaris inside. No clues here. Okay, so I did that. Alright, what was the point of that then? It didn't give me anything, did it? Because I already had it. I mean, maybe I could present this to her. What do you think about this? They look pretty incredible as in this stamp. I mean, it's like magic. I know. I love the Grimaris. They're just so magical. Talking up a storm. Okay, so that's how I got her to start talking. And then I don't think she has anything to say about the rest here. Okay. Whoops. Can't talk about that. Okay, they're the devil. Because that came from Gavin. Saying the client looked like a devil. Okay. Okay, so that came from Christoph. But that doesn't really help me with anything. I guess we can go here. I don't think there's anything to examine here. You know, I think this was a lobby I used for my very first case. The plant has seen me grown from a rookie to a ace to a has-been. I hate you, plant. Just kidding. I hate you. That's a funny thing to just say to a plant. I hate you. It's funny. I must have seen that painting 1,000 times, but I never really looked at it until now. I guess my head was too stuck into the trials. I never had time to stop and appreciate the art. I have time now. Okay, let's appreciate. That's so funny. So like, yeah, because we've seen this scene from the very beginning of the game. This is like the first thing you see. And this has never been an investigation scene. So like, you really have never been able to just examine this hallway. Actually, it's pretty lame. So it's funny that we're finally looking at this. I actually took a nap on that couch when I was still in practicing law. Oh no, this is the defendant's room. I actually took a nap, yeah. When I was practicing law, that was when he lost his memory. Ah, the good old days when he got amnesia. Boy, was that a mistake. I never sit on this lobby sofas now. I never let my clients sit on them either. It's bad luck. That's really funny. I want to go back and watch the anime. Granted, this came out... No, this came out before the anime. I wonder if you go back and you watch it, if any of them actually sit on the couch after the first trial. I guess this door was officially a prop in Zach Romari's last show. He passed through that lobby door and vanished, but to where? Choreographed that entire fateful trial according to his grand scenario. I hate magicians. Oh my god, he's me. He's just like me. Alright. Any thoughts on this? This is an honor, sir. Alright, so he doesn't care about this. No opinion. Oh my god, these are so long. Really? No clues? Oh, here we go. Here's something. Aria Doni. I've heard that brand. And that must be the brand of the symbol. It's supposed to be some kind of flower? No, maybe it's a hand. Second thought, is that an eagle? Who makes these things up anyway? You'd think they'd try for a clearer symbol at least. Does that mean anything though? Okay, so I don't see anything there. I don't know if that's gonna help. I did see an autosave there, so there's that at least. I hope I'm not already stuck. Alright, yeah, I don't think he's gonna have anything for these here. We also have Trucy we need to look at. I don't think examining anything in our room is gonna do anything, but we probably should just to make sure. Oh my god, this guy has the longest yap ever. I'm assuming we're not going to get anything out of these, but we got something out of Vera, but we had already gotten that before. You know what? If we need to get something about Trucy's mom, it's probably going to come out of Trucy, so that's probably who we need to talk to, but we already have the check marks next to them. Which I assume the check marks mean we have everything we need from that specific scene. But I don't know. Alright. I'll see Amikins. Alright, let's see what Trucy's up to. Hey Trucy, how are you doing? She doesn't have a lock, so that's good. Let's examine the room real quick. Got a boring poster, an old movie poster hangs on the wall. Finally found out the title after not knowing for the longest time. I actually rented the movie the other day, cried my eyes out. Ah, just thinking about it makes me tear up. Wait, it's just allergies, really. I should show it to her when she's a little older. Wait, what is it called again? Oh no. No, he forgot. At least Charlie's doing good. My mentor's favorite plant, Charlie. Guess they were watering Charlie's, or guess watering Charlie's my only real job now. Wait, I have a child now. I can't feed Trucy like this. She probably needs more than the occasional watering too, I'm guessing. Oh man, this is funny.
Yes, we need to do more than the occasional showering. You can still see that hotel from the window here. Every time I look out, I think back on those old cases. I wonder if the view looks different now that I'm not wearing my old badge. I really dig the far out view, Daddy. Thanks. She must have learned a lot of words from her parents. Far out? Oh no. Oh no, it's cringe. My desk. Not that I have any reason to sit there anymore. I guess Trucy can use it. It's great for studying math, English, geography, magic. I'm not crying. I just got some dust in my eye. Wow, he's crying a lot. Phoenix is going through it right now. Quite the collection of my law books. My mentor bought all of them. I used to be busy. I used to be too busy to read them. Now that I have time to read them, there's no need. But I can't just sell them. Maybe Trucy wants to read them someday. Nah. Nah, she's not. I'll leave an ad break starting soon. Luckily, you guys won't be missing much, because I don't know what to do. Hey Trucy, see this? I'm sorry. Huh? I'm still just training to be a magician. I can't make things disappear yet. What? Wait, one more year. I'll be able to make it disappear then. I'll be sure to be careful with showing evidence to magicians in the future. So, I'm assuming we're not going to get much out of this, but I'm going to try anyway, just to be sure. Oh, we might get something out of the locket, though. Trucy, about this locket. Oh, that's Mommy. Isn't Mommy pretty? Wait, you don't want to know about more about Mommy, do you, Daddy? I do. Alright, we have an ad break coming up. I hope you enjoy the ads. You're probably not going to miss much, because I'm just going to keep clicking buttons until I find the right answer. But enjoy the ads, and I'll see you in a bit. I do, actually. Yeah, I better keep an eye on you, Daddy. Oh, that's not how I meant it, honest. She is beautiful, though. Something more poise. That's it. She's got poise. Right. Also, I'm showing her Mr. Hat. She's like, I can't make him disappear. I'm like, yeah, you can. He's literally gone right now. Okay. Oh, Trucy, take a look at this dead body. Woo. How do you feel about that? All right, so Trucy has nothing to say about that. I had an idea. Maybe it was him again. So before I go into this, I'm gonna make another save. Kind of cover up what we had. Let's go save slot 1. Okay. All right. Let's see if I can skip through this, or do I have to? Yes, I can. Okay. So our first one was the gun. You have to prove danger. Now, when I'm in here, can I make a save? No, you can't. So next up... This might go who's... But, oh, okay, so we show the lock. But that's Sakramari's wife and Trucy's mother. Thalassa, I believe, was your name. Oh, no, I already figured this out last time. Alakazug! But how could you say that? How can you say that she was struck by one of our bullets? Still in denial mode, eh? Thalassa was greatest at the risk at being shot. This shows how much danger she was in. Oh, shoot. Do I use this picture to show that there was a bullet? That's the only thing I can guess. Is this, or I guess I could show that. Oh, okay, so I remember this is what I was struggling with, was figuring out why was she in danger. Welcome back from ads, everybody. I haven't made any progress. I'm still just trying to figure out. Now I need to prove, I need to show how was she in danger. I mean, do I just show the bullet hole here? Mr. Right, I envy you. It appears you're chosen. Okay. Now I'm gonna take the L here, but I'm gonna test another one. Just the name is enough. I need to recreate the day in his mind. Standard, starting with where she stood. Okay. Let me back out and try this again. I think it's the stamp because it shows that she stood in the middle. Because if it's not that, then I don't know what he wants from me. I don't know because I don't have anything else to prove. Okay, so here's the gun. There we go. We break it. We show the locket. Now, do I show this? Troop Grimari's performances were very, very popular. So popular, they even made a commemorative stamp at the height of your fame. We were not merely the latest craze, we were an age, a golden age. It's all here on the stamp. There's Thalassa, yes? Trucy's mother is missing, I hear. What happened to her? I don't know! A part of his memory is still locked up. Alright, we have one more thing, guys. We're so close to finally making progress an hour into stream. Oh, man. There's one thing you're failing to address. What's that? As you say, our troop was a world unto itself. If our leader Magnafy was so inclined, he could hide anything he wished with ease. But, Mr. Wright, then he would have hid a crime, making him an accomplice. Not a great foundation for blackmail. Valance got a point. If one of his troop members died in an accident and Magnafy covered it up, his innocence would come into question. Found the right address, Mr. Wright? I'm so close. There has to be something about how Thalassa's death could affect Zack and Valance's relationship with Magnafy. I see in your eyes you still have something to say. How can you possibly prove more than you already have? I'll prove why Thalassa's accident tied your hands. With a person? Because what we're trying to prove is that I think the way they want us to go is that it's because they were Zack and Thalassa were married and Trucy is the daughter. So if I do a person, it's going to take a little knowledge of the players to crack this one. The accidental death of Zack's wife tied both your hands. This information proves why Magnafy held so much power over you. I'm guessing it's Trucy. No, it was not Trucy. Haha, were you by any chance trying to threaten me? No, of course not. I'll never make good blackmail artists, never. Alright, I'm just gonna use this life to burn before I reset here. Not a career choice I'd be considering, actually. Give up your dreams, work an honest job. That's my advice. The troop is on a tight-knit unit. It's all about the people involved. Personalities, their histories, who Thalassa was really. Okay. So I'm gonna keep trying this. So it's one of the three. So if it's him, Alright, so it's not him. Because I don't think I can do it with evidence. It wasn't a question of who shot the Lhasa. The Lhasa herself was the problem. Okay, so I'm gonna have to redo this because I can't reload. Okay. What? What do you mean? She was Zach Romari's wife, Trucy's mother, and Magnifi Grimari's only daughter. It was a terrible accident. And the two of you killed your mentor's only daughter. Actually, I don't think I need to reload because it's over. This is the last one. And if that wasn't the key to Magnifi's power over you, I don't know what was. It was an accident. Oh, it's a lot of stuff you got in there, buddy. Unlock successful. Yatta! We got our health back. Finally! Alright, we made some progress. Let's go. There's no proof, none at all. But the Lhasa went missing, and your mentor blackmailed both of his disciples. It doesn't take a genius to put one and one together. Ours was a complex family. You mean Troop Grimari? The Master Magnifi Grimari, his only daughter, and his two disciples. That does sound like a recipe for disaster, doesn't it? Do not be tempted into faulty flights of fancy. Yes, there was an accident. But that is all it was, an accident. Zack and Valent's tour de force. The guns blaze, the bullets fly straight towards the beautiful body on stage. And then crashing power and everything but her. Now that is magic. It happened one day when we were practicing. Same trick with a new twist. And tragedy. Oh my gosh. But as for whose bullet stole Thalas's life. Whoa. They just like murdered her. It's crazy. We shall never know the answer. Thalassa disappeared from our lives, and Zack was bereft his wife. Trucy lost her mother. See, guys, I know I already went on the rant last time we went over this. This is why whenever you have a magic trick that involves danger, there's no danger. It's just a trick. Because stuff like this happens. If you have a trick that involves a gun or a bow and arrow, there's no actual danger. You don't use real deadly things. That would make you a daredevil, not a magician, or Chris Angel, because Chris Angel is gross. Granted, but he's not even hurting himself. It's all fake. Dude, Chris Angel has this one disgusting trick, and I hate it. It's my least favorite. It's my least favorite trick of all time. There is no danger in it. It's completely safe, but it is so gross. He takes... close your ears for like a minute if you're squeamish about blood and stuff like that. But he takes a quarter, he swallows it, he like lets you kind of mimics that he's moving it down in through his throat, through his arm, and up to his forearm. And then he takes a knife and he cuts his arm and pulls the quarter out while he's spewing blood, pulls it out of his arm. And it's gross. It's the grossest trick I've ever seen. But there's no danger at all. Well, except, no, he doesn't actually swallow the quarter. But it's so gross. It's disgusting. Really dangerous looking. There's no danger. He never hurts himself at all. So even in a trick as insane as that, there's no ever real danger involved, because then it's not a trick, it's just daredevil-y stuff. So they made a huge mistake by using actual bullets or even guns that could fire. You would use a weapon that is clearly fake, like it might look real, but it's very clearly like plastic or, you know, not a real gun. And Magnify, his daughter. And that led to the blackmail, I take it. It's all part of a parcel of the darkness that comes when the curtain falls. Why did Magnify Grimari try to cover up the accident? It was his own daughter who died. All I can say is that it was a critical time for Troop Grimari. The passing of the torch from Magnify to Zack and Valent. We all sacrificed so that it might be successful. The loss's death was the greatest sacrifice of all, yet, even when her life was extinguished, her presence was not. What do you mean? In time, we, myself and Zack, found we could no longer oppose Magnify's wishes. Magnify forced us to perform his art for his benefit. You see, I guess I can understand. I mean, he did lose his only daughter. But do you not find cowardice in his actions? Huh? To decide to hide the truth of your own daughter's death is one thing, but then to hang that death as a guillotine above our heads. Things were dark behind the scenes of Troop Grimari, that's for sure. Does Trucy know? I don't know. She was not told, naturally. Yeah, but she can read minds, right? Or not read minds, but she can see people's true feelings, so she probably has an idea. Who would want to know that their father might have taken their mother's life? True. I had not thought of that accident for a very long time. I'm sorry to dredge up all old memories, but this has helped a lot. Not to find Magnify's slayer, I should think. True. After that accident, there was one who came sniffing quite persistently. A reporter. He called himself a newsman at the time. Often I spied him lurking about the dressing room doing his research. I don't want to do his voice. I don't want to do this. I don't want to read for this guy anymore. Would you perhaps remember his name? What was his name? Sorry, I have forgotten. But in the course of his interview, he became quite the close partner to to my partner Zack. I liked him not. I see. His name I do not recall, but his scent is a cloying aroma of mint. Yes, whenever he smiled, which was far too often. I see. Thanks for your help. It does no good to interfere with the past, Mr. Wright. Will not uncover answers, only wounds. I'm sorry. I had begun to notice a dark curtain hanging over Troop Grimari, and I began to realize what I had to do. I had to protect Trucy from that darkness. The reporter he mentioned, the newsman, I never learned who that was at the time. Oh, I've got a pretty good idea who it is now. That smile and that sickly sweet smell of mint. A last floss-thin thread connecting Zack Grimari to this world. Sooner or later, I'd have to track him down. Alright, well there we go. There's another one wrapped up and in the books. Alright, the past is all done. Swap on over and go talk to this loser. I really don't want to talk to him. Oh, we unlocked them both. So the reporter is definitely here. Let's go talk to I guess it's gonna be Drew Misham. I hope the reporter isn't here. Present day, Drew Studio. Oh my god. I guessed wrong. I didn't want to talk to this guy. Why are you here? This isn't your house, man. Yeah, well, what do we have here? It's gonna be so half-baked today, guys. I can't do this. Remember me? Of course I remember you. Journalist meets an ex-attorney in bar, end quote. Can I ask what you're doing here? Mr. Mission was poisoned and his daughter's... Oh, yes, I know. Oh, I know, yes. It caused me no end of grief, to be honest. Journalist wishes he'd tracked down the case just a little quicker, end quote. Were you on the trial of this case the whole time? Zach Romari was a good friend. Zach said something to the effect back at the Borscht Bowl Club. What a character, what a man. If a little, no, a lot, no, extremely rough around the edges. He is very rough around the edges. I mean, look at his face. He's chiseled. Do you think I could ask you a few questions? Oh, you serious? I mean, I'm usually the interviewer, not the interviewee. Journalists ask questions, not the other way around, end quote. Fine, shoot, I don't care. I might shoot you. I might actually shoot you. People have been asking me all sorts of things lately. Alright, what do we got? It was a tragic what happened to Drew Misham and his daughter. Forgery is a serious crime and they paid the price. You know what they really did them in though, don't you? Yeah, a forged diary page. That night I interviewed him. I found out something about Mr. Misham I hadn't known. What's that? You know, he always felt like he was being watched. Every day for 7 years, walls have ears, potatoes have eyes, end quote. Being watched? You mean he felt guilty? No, I'm not talking about feelings here. You know, I felt watched too. The whole time I've been on this case, no less. Journalist gets tingling sensation on back of neck, freaks out, end quote. Oh my gosh, dude, chill. Because you felt guilty? Why would I feel guilty? You felt like you were being watched, huh? I wonder what it all means. Paranoia. Drew Misham felt like he was being watched? And you along with him. You sure it wasn't just nerves? Nerves? No, it's nothing so mundane. I stopped paying attention to my nerves a long time ago. But I felt it too. Journalist sure he is being watched, end quote. Don't you wonder why Zach Grimari got rubbed out after 7 years? Right after coming in contact with me? Alright, this guy really sounds like a tinfoil hat guy, but he's kind of spitting. He's kind of spitting right now. He completely vanishes from that courtroom. And for 7 years, he talks to no one, not a soul. And just as the remaining time was almost up, he contacts me in order to have this made. And then he dies. Starting to put the pieces together, are we? And you were being watched this whole time? Maybe not just me. Maybe you were too. Me? Okay. So it's definitely Christoph who was watching us. He's somehow the orchestrator behind this. I met Zach through that case, actually. You mean the shooting of Magnifique Grimari? No, before that. It's not widely known. You mean the accident during the quick draw shooting practice? My, you're well informed. You should have seen me back then. I dug up that's quite the scoop. I wanted it all. Money, fame, women, a little puppy, all for me. You know what? I can't fault a man for having a dream. Good for you, Brushel. But you did it through some nefarious means, and clearly I don't think you got that. I was younger then, and my days and nights smelled of fresher mint than they do now. Alec Grimari did mention one particularly nosy reporter. In fact, I was on close speaking terms with Magnifique Grimari at the time. I knew his daughter too, of course. Thalassa, was it? God, this guy really knows everyone. Love him or hate him, he networks. He networks. Really? And Thalassa disappeared quite suddenly at that. And Magnifique wouldn't say a word about it. Yeah, my evil habit got the better of me. Journalist catches scent of a scoop, goes on feeding frenzy, end quote. Now set up a one-on-one interview with Thalassa's husband, see? Zach Grimari. Something strange was in the air over at Troop Grimari in those days. The whole screwy mentor controlling disciples seemed started by then, I'm guessing. Thalassa, she was part of it all, right? Come on, can you tell me off the record? Sorry, I don't know. Anyway, I kept prying and eventually became friends with Zach. Sure, he punched me once or twice for 5 times. Oh my god, dude. He just beats him up. But over time, he came to see me as a confidant. All right, whatever you say, buddy.
Hey, he's been waiting this whole time, 7 years, eh?
Waiting?
For his big comeback, of course. Big revival of the Magnifying Miracle. Of course, it was all a dream.
Because of this? Performance rights.
In the absence of any official documents, he was golden. Who's to say the old man didn't give his rights to both Zack and Valen?
So Valen waited until Zack died, legally at least.
Time finally comes, and Valen's like a kid on Christmas morning.
Getting ready for his show on at the Sunshine Coliseum, you know?
If that document sees the legal light of day, it's gonna put a bit of a damper on the big show. He's a sorry one, that Valen Grimari. Lost out to his partner at work and in love too.
Ah, okay. There's some fun stuff.
He was also in love with Thalassa.
Love?
It's the same old story, really.
Oh, I don't need to look at that.
2 disciples and the mentor's only daughter. What has 3 sides and all of them are pointy? A love triangle.
That's pretty classic.
When you're in a performing troupe, that's your world. It's like a family. One with an entire high school's worth of drama, intrigue, and backstabbing.
And in the middle of all this, Thalassa has Trucy. And then she dies. I need to find out more about this Thalassa. Alright, so I'm assuming that this guy has nothing important to say here. Sabrashal, could you take a look at this?
Ah, I hear you loud and clear. Loud and clear. So you want me to write an article on that, right?
What's the angle?
Actually,
No, that's okay. I don't need an article. I was just wondering if you had any thoughts on this.
I hear you. I hear you. You want me to sniff around for a scoop? Well, you've come to the right nose, my friend. It's odorless.
Thanks. Okay, that was less than informative. Alright, let's see if this guy has anything else important to say. Probably not. I think they're doing it so there's really no reason to present unless it's very obvious. Oh, here we go. Do you know this person?
I do know that. Do I know that person? Of course. I was friends with Zack after all. He hit me a few times, 5 times actually. But still, I never forgot.
Okay, blah, 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 blah. We got this.
Think you could tell me more about her? Well, why the heck not?
Okay, cool. So we do have some more about her. Let's keep pressing here, or presenting some stuff. We haven't got a lock on him yet, so I assume this will make a psyche lock. The thing about the Thalassa, he's gonna be hiding something. Because, I mean, jokes aside, I do think he genuinely is friends, or was friends with Zack. So he is probably hiding something about the Thalassa. Out of respect or something. Alright, nothing here. Nothing here. Alright, 2 more, and then I guess I should examine the room. See if I can find anything else. Alright, so... Cool. Alright, let's examine the room real quick here, and then we'll talk to him, see if we can find anything else about the Thalassa. I'm not reading this in his voice anymore. I kind of give up for now. It's too annoying. Hey, Ezra, how are you doing? Welcome in. We're talking with a weird guy. The weird guy is me. This is where Mr. Misham fell. Never thought our 7-year reunion would be like this.
Wait, you knew Mr. Misham?
I met him once in court. It was a brief meeting, but one I'll remember for the rest of my life.
Oh, that's a story right there. That is. I smell a scoop. Ex-attorney now down on his luck. Pianist plays a sonata of sorrow. End quote. Well, all ears. Let's have it. Don't hold anything back. Do you at least get rid of the down on his luck part? No.
No clues here. I mean, it literally said clues here, but okay. The door outside. Vera might come walking in at any moment if she wasn't in intensive care.
Oh, man.
Will she ever come through that door again, I wonder? Yeah, let's look a little bit on the brighter side, Phoenix. Let's hope that she doesn't die. Now the paintings are finished. That's cool. Those 3 paintings.
All Drew's works, of course. Which is to say Vera's works, really. Or to be more precise, Vera's forgeries of someone else's works. Of course, if you demand utter and total precision. Actually, there's nothing more.
I was about to say, it's nothing crazy there. See if anything's changed over here. Probably a few things. We got the drafting table. A drafting table, probably for making detailed designs for forgeries.
You know what I think about it, all that? I'll tell you. Painting should be done freehand. No rules, no restrictions. You really think a line drawn by a ruler is going to move anyone?
Yes.
It totally can. I smell a letter to the editor. Could you write an article with a ruler? End quote.
You totally could.
Unless you wanted a ruler to write the address on your blackmail letter straight. That's what I think. You can quote me on that.
You could drop this guy in a desert island and he wouldn't get bored. Yeah. Which is a skill I wish I had. That's an odd assortment of equipment to find in a painter studio. Of course, it makes more sense when you know that they were making forgeries. Yes, that's why they never took visitors here. Wouldn't really want people seeing all this.
Yeah, in fact, I was the first human being ever to set foot inside the studio. Other than Mr. Misham, of course. Oh, and Vera, too. And this is assuming I'm human, of course. I'm beginning to have my doubts. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know, man. You're not giving me a lot of confidence.
Check the paint supplies. Look at all the jars of paints and pigments. Why are there so many jars of the same color?
My guess is that they're sorted by age.
Age?
When you're making forgery, it's important to match the age of the original, see? Paint competitions changed a lot over the years.
Oh, wow, they really took it seriously. Oh, right. Did you learn that in journalism school?
Journalist relies on writing and skill and imagination. End quote.
As long as you don't do news stories by imagination.
Either that or they just bought a lot of the same color by mistake.
I find myself not caring anymore.
Alright, let's check out this area.
Alright, some stuff has moved. This envelope's from the client who requested the forgery. Just think if that had gotten lost in the mail, I'd still be wearing my attorney's badge. Got a mannequin?
Objection! I just have to do that when I see this pose. Oh, that's so funny.
I can't believe it's been 7 years. I have to stop torturing myself with these things.
I know, I'll just pretend I'm saying something else. The post office. Why, it's right over there. Good day, sir.
Oh man, doesn't really have the same ring to it, does it? That's really funny. A picture of young Mr. Misham and a very young Vera. They're smiling, they look happy. Of course, now Mr. Misham's passed away. And Vera's on death's doorstep in the hospital. Guess I'll just do what I can, I hope it's enough. The frame looks even smaller sitting next to that photo. It's the right size for a commemorative stamp indeed. Commemorative stamp put there by a daughter that killed her father. Sometimes life just sucks. Alright, so we're good there. Alright, so I think we're all set. Let's go ahead and talk to this loser. I need to stop saying that because I think he's actually a good guy. I've just put myself through a lot with this goofy voice that I'm not doing.
So, Thalassa married Zack and had Trucy, see? It was her second marriage, actually. Oh, second marriage. You mean she was divorced? I hadn't heard this before. Not quite. Her late husband was a performer, too. Apparently, he died during some gig. Tragic, really. They had only been married 1 year. I didn't know. Ah, but she was a beauty. I still carry a portrait of her around, you know? Okay, that's a little. Carrying a picture of your best friend or your friend's dead wife, and now your friend is dead too. I don't know. She is beautiful though. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Wait a minute, wait a minute. That she was wearing Apollo's bracelet. She was wearing the bracelet that Apollo wears. Aha, the bracelet came from her. Very interesting. I've known Trucy since she was a little thing too. She got the better deal, really. She's got you for family after all. Aw. That's actually kind of sweet. That's kind of really nice. Hmm? What do you mean? Unless you're implying that they have a horrible family dynamic, which means that anything is better than that. Just reminiscing, you know. Thalassa has another child besides Trucy. End quote. What? Huh? No. It's Apollo. There's no way. They're siblings? There's no way. Because he has the bracelet. He has the bracelet. So does that... No, surely not. Surely not. What? What? But Trucy said she was an only child. Ah, yes. This one she had with her previous husband. Her previous husband? The first husband who died during a performance? Yep, they had themselves a kid. Or an orphan now. That's another one who slipped through the cracks. No idea where they are now. Thalassa had another child? Do you think I could borrow that photo? Sure. I can be generous on occasion, you know? Thalassa's portrait added to the court record. What? She has another child? There's no way. It's gotta be Apollo, right? It can't be Phoenix. We know about Phoenix's past through other games. Who else could it be? I won't need this locket anymore. Better return it to Trucy before I forget. People and events get all tangled together and get bigger and bigger. Don't you think? I was too busy wondering about bigger to listen to what you were saying. Sometimes you just gotta accept that you won't be able to untangle it all, I think. Maybe so, but still, I have to do what I can. And I have to tell what I find to those who comes next. Next, you say? I'm not the one who will close the curtain on this little play. Apparently that's not my role anymore. Magnify. I was just wondering what Magnify would think of all this. What do you mean? Haven't you seen it in Trucy? She's got his power. You mean how I can't lie to Trucy? It was the same with Magnify. And with his daughter, Thalassa. Strange thing. You think it's some Grimari gene? Magnify told me once, back when Zack married Thalassa. He said Zack has good eyes. But not good like Grimari's eyes. Not that good. Wonder if Zack ever played a game of poker with his wife. Who knows what the Grimari secret was. Maybe nobody now that Zack's gone. Zack Grimari. Plot had finally begun to reveal itself. It sprouted from a warp in the Grimari fabric and grew, swallowing everything. Wrapping itself around the Grimari's power. Power which passed from Magnify Grimari to Thalassa, to the next generation. I would once again need to meet the one who bridged it all together.
It's getting intense. Okay. So who am I gonna run into here? Well, first, actually, no, we're gonna check here because I think the check means I'm done. So I was gonna go give that locker back to Trucy. Maybe Trucy is here. Maybe Old Valent is here. I'm guessing it's Old Valent. Present day, Sunshine Coliseum. Yeah, Old Valent. Well, this is a blast from the distant past. Long time no see, Mr. Valent. 7 years has it been? Frankly, I didn't think I'd ever see you again. Actually, I came because there's something I want to ask you. I've spoken to the press. I've nothing more to say. I've spoken to a lot of people myself and come to some conclusions. Then I realized I needed to hear it from you. All right, let's yap. I've walked a difficult road these past 7 years. As you couldn't perform Magnify's repertoire? Do not be deceived. Valent's skill is the real deal. I do not require my own mentor's hand-me-downs. No, it was my partner who slowed me on my way. Zachramari. His rather well-performed disappearing act 7 years ago was the end. Or so I thought. Zachramari murdered our mentor and fled to escape the punishment for his crime. You said something to that effect 7 years ago, didn't you? I remember it as if it were... I'm glad I picked this voice for him. As if it were only yesterday. Yet, that was not the way of it. That was not the way of it in the end. For a while he vanished. The suspicion upon my person never did. His partner Zach vanished to protect him. That's what those thieving magpies of the press said. I had no idea. Yet that very same press comes to me now, feigning interest. They cover the greatest magic show in the history as if it were a vaudevillian distraction. And here must I stand, smiling at them all. What am I if not a player of some fiendish farce? Might I suggest it's because you never made it clear what happened? Magnify's death is still a mystery to this day, which is why I came here to get the answer from you. Here we go. Ba-bam! I knew I'd be seeing those sooner or later. The audience has no business stepping up on stage. They must be content to sit and stare at the spotlight. It sounds awful. It sounds an awful lot like something I've heard 7 years ago. I went to a hockey game for the first time in a long time. Like a while ago. And I did stare directly into a spotlight. It hurts. Do not stare directly into a spotlight. It's very painful and very dangerous. The game was fun. Alright, what do we got? Magnify. Ask what you will get nothing from me. As I'm as much a part of this affair as you are now. I have to know what happened. For 7 long years I have endured. Now, finally, the curtain lifts on my new golden age. All the miracles of our troop within my grasp. Sorry to do this, Valent. Right now, I need answers. I think I'll start by dropping a bomb that should shake things up. Valent, I wouldn't be so sure about those miracles. Not as long as I have this. Sorry. Sorry, Valent. The tricks do not belong to you. And what might that be? It bears the Grimari seal. I should have brought this to your attention sooner. But I didn't imagine you'd be planning your comeback quite so fast. What is this? A document showing the true recipient of the performance rights to the Magnify miracles. What? Zach Grimari, he wrote this. What? He passed everything to his daughter? Trucy Enigmar, actually. She's officially my daughter's these days. Preposterous! Zach's gone, vanished into the void. This is a genuine article. Zach was alive when he wrote this. Both myself and the notary can testify to this. What? All right, one down. Why? Why does fate toy with me so? Yeah, this guy is kind of being like, did he do something bad? And this is like karma, or is this guy just getting destroyed? Because like, I'm assuming Thalassa is, or he was at least in love with her, if not the ex-husband. And he was basically framed for the murder. Unless he actually did it. I don't know. I don't think he actually did it. And like, now he's being stripped the rights of being able to do the magic tricks. This guy is just getting destroyed. Like, he must have done something wrong. But I feel like this is just really bad. I don't know, man. Poor guy. Why must life be lived in thrall to the dead? You're not the only one with that problem. But he shot Magnify. Yes, it was Zack. It was. And then he left. And my career as a magician fell into darkness. Do you think there might be some way out of it? Say, if you could prove Zack Grimari shot Magnify? Was that why you testified? Yes, my way out. It should have been my way out. Well, it might not be too late, Mr. Valiant. All you need is a way to prove your case. Who really killed Magnify? Ooh, I don't have that. I don't have that yet. What if it was Thalassa? Oh, what if she did? I definitely don't have this information yet. Yeah, I don't have enough. All right, I think what we do is we well, let's do some presentation here. Would you take a look at this? Oh, forgiveness, I beg. Valiant has no eyes, not for the... Okay, I don't think any of this matters here. Balloon seller. All right, sorry. What does that balloon guy have to do with the show? Okay. Let's just show all these just to get these out of the way. So with him, we have to prove who actually killed the guy, which I don't know. I mean, maybe it's not Thalassa because Thalassa was dead. It could be Kristoff. I feel like Kristoff is going to be the big villain here. But I don't know, maybe he's not like an evil villain. I think he might be like, I did it. He had like his reasons or whatever, you know? But he might be just a true evil person. Alright, so we don't have anything here. So let's head out. I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna go... No, I'm gonna actually wait. No, yeah, we'll make a save here. Okay, let's make a save. We'll start with you. I don't think I have any more information about him. So let's try breaking his seal. Yeah, because we still have the black lock, so I think it has to be him. Because he still has black locks. Or, Kristoff still has black locks. So let's see how we do this here. I think I know what you do not... Why you don't talk about her. Do I know this yet? Because it's Trucy's mom? Okay, no, not that. Okay. Okay. It's not that. Let me see if I can read this. I need to rethink. The three of you were a team once. Not the entire country doesn't already know. Not that the entire country doesn't already know this. At your peak, you were the biggest stars around. Yet, there's another story behind fame, one that not many know. Alright, so I was close. Thalassa lost her life during a rehearsal. To you and Valen Grimari's bullets. It was an accident. It wasn't me. How could I shoot my dear Thalassa? I'm sure Valen would say the same thing. Well, it's just like another murder I might mention. Damn you. Oh, we got one in there. Her eyes. I loved Thalassa's eyes. To think they could read my mind was frightening. Yet there was a warmth that felt in them that felt like an embrace. She's dead and Magnafy has joined her. So the only one left with her power now is Trucy. We have our ads. I think I'm actually going to take a break during that. Mr. Zack, I do not know. I do not need any power to see through that one, buddy. So there's someone else. Someone other than Trucy. Someone who inherited Thalassa's power. How would I know? My chances are slim. It would take a miracle to learn the truth. Or maybe one already has occurred. There is someone else with the power and I know who.
It's Apollo. It has to be Apollo. Because he can perceive.
It's gotta be Apollo. There's no way. Unless it is Kristoff.
But we're going to take an ad break. During the ads, I'm going to use the bathroom. I'm going to take a little break. And then we're going to find out if I'm right about Apollo when I come back.
So I'm gonna take a break. You should take a break too. Go stand up, go walk around, you know, get some water and stuff like that. And I'll see you in a little bit, okay?
Oh, BRB.
welcome back from the ads, everybody. I hope they were fun and entertaining. I got a muffin. My mom made banana muffins. And so I got a muffin. It's very good. Very good. Alright. So we were about to say that Apollo is the other person with the power to read minds or whatever. Or to know when people are lying. It's not reading minds, but it's a power to know when someone's lying. Well, let's see if we're right. This boy. It is muffin time. It was a very tasty muffin. My mom makes great muffins. His name, I forget. Something weird. Really? Phoenix? That's really mean. That's mean. Who could he be? An attorney. Attorney? I noticed him when I went to the visit a friend's law offices. So, what are we to make of this, oh great ex-attorney? You can show me pictures of the strange boys all you like. But you could at least say something like, I'm this boy, or I could use a laugh. Perhaps you wouldn't laugh if you knew the facts. This might not be 100% proof, but it's close. There's a link between this boy and Thalassa, actually. It's more of a ring. A ring! Perhaps this will refresh your memory. I just so happen to have evidence showing this missing link. Now I show the picture with her bracelets. Actually, I know something. Your marriage to Thalassa was her second. How did you know this? Her first husband, he died a year after they wed. Okay, so it was not... Valent was not her first husband. Excuse me. That was my guess. But no. If he's dead, yeah, Valent is very much alive. Oh my gosh, sorry. Keep hiccuping. Okay. He's a performer. They met when he joined us Grimaris as a guest on our show. After Thalassa wed him, she left the troupe for a while. And you say she had a child then? I have a photograph of her here. Couldn't help but notice what she was wearing when I first saw this. Those bracelets stand out. Oh, good now. Oh, yeah. You didn't miss... Actually, that's a full lie. You did miss some big stuff. So here's what we learned. Thalassa had 2 children. She had an ex-husband who died before she married Zach. And with that ex-husband, she gave birth to Apollo Justice. So Apollo Justice is Thalassa's son. Also, so Trucy and Apollo are half siblings. So that's pretty big. Which also explains why Trucy is able to, or Trucy has the power to know if people are lying, because that's a Grimari thing. Her grandpa had it. Her mom had it. That explains why Apollo is able to do it. But it looks like the power actually comes through these bracelets that she wears around her arms. So, that is how she got her power. Or at least that's how Apollo's using the power. Let's see. Did you miss anything else big? I don't think so. I don't think so. Oh, except that there was a love triangle. All 3 of them were in love with each other. Well, both of the dudes loved her. So, Valent had a crush on Thalassa as well, but that's not that important yet. Just kind of Valent continually getting screwed over. But yes, now we're learning about her ex-husband and the bracelets. They are a Grimari family heirloom. This boy wears bracelets just like the ones from the picture. What?
So, that's why.
Why what, Mr. Zack?
I took this photograph of Thalassa before she left us. When she returned, she wore only one bracelet. I bet I know where that other one went. She gave it to this boy, her son.
There we go. Oh, both of them broke. Okay, cool. So we're done. Wow. Cinema. All right, let's learn about the secret.
The strange power, I myself do not know where it comes from. But the fact is that it's passed down the Grimari line. It runs in their veins.
How did an Apollo and Trucy meet? So, Apollo was this guy, Christoph Gavin. He was like, this is Apollo's mentor. And Apollo did a case where Phoenix Wright was being accused of murdering this guy, which is Trucy's father. So Trucy was here. That's how we met, because Trucy was at the trial for this guy's murder, and Apollo was trying to prove Phoenix Wright did not kill this guy. So that's how they met, because they were at the same trial. And then she ended up helping Apollo prove that Phoenix didn't do it. But it ended up just being Phoenix proved that he didn't do it himself. He just did it himself. But this guy is the real guy who actually killed Trucy's father. I know that's a lot of like this person and that person and this, but that's basically how they met. This guy died and both of them were at the trial, and that's how they met. Long story short. But how did he get there? How did Apollo get there? I don't know. Who was the husband? That's what I want to know. The husband is dead, so it probably doesn't matter. I want to know who took care of it. Oh, wait. No, they would have known that. I was going to say, what if he was Apollo's father? But no. The husband is dead, but granted, being dead doesn't mean you're actually dead in a Phoenix Wright game. Unless you see the dead body, usually they could always come back to life. But I'm willing to bet Christoph Gavin, after Thalassa went back with Zack and his dad died, Christoph probably adopted him as like an orphan. That's probably why it's some kind of... They know? No, they don't know. Trucy, yeah, no, Trucy doesn't even know that she has like that her mom had a second marriage, or an ex-husband, I should say. They wasn't two at the same time, separate times. The only people who know that, only Shady Smith knew that, Valiant knew that, and I would assume Magnify did, because that's her that's the grandpa. So yeah, Trucy didn't know. I would assume Apollo doesn't know either. For reasons I can't say because I got spoiled. But Apollo doesn't know either. He doesn't know any of this. He probably just knows that he's an orphan. That's probably all he knows. He doesn't know who his parents are. But yeah, that's basically all we've learned. So I was really wondering how they were going to pull Apollo into the story. And I mean, they did it. They did it. So I'm excited to see how it slots in. Yet the fact is that it's passed down to the Grimari line and it runs in their veins. What is it? I asked her, Thalassa once. This is what she told me. The power responds to tension in others. Tension? If she were to face a person and they became tense, even slightly, then she would know, no matter how hard they tried to hide it from her. She could see it. Not quite. This is the strangest part of it all. She wouldn't realize that she was subconsciously detecting the tension. Without the use of a particular object, or in this case, objects. Objects? Wait. Were they something she wore? Yes, her bracelets. I admit the first time I saw one of those, I felt like it was more than just fashion.
What kind of power could a bracelet have? I mean, you have a literal Magatama. You shouldn't be questioning the power of objects. You have a magical item. Wonder how that news will be presented to them. Yeah, I'm interested. I'm assuming, because the way this works, the way these games usually work, is I'm assuming Apollo during a trial is going to uncover the truth. Phoenix probably isn't going to tell him. He might help guide him. But Apollo and Trucy together are going to discover the truth during the trial. That's what I'm guessing. But how they're going to figure it out, I don't know. I have made a decision. I will tell you all I know. Consider it a gift. Oh, well, thank you. Well, I hardly need to tell you at this point, but those two are brother and sister, yes. And the brother, too, has this power of theirs. So Trucy has an older brother. I wonder what will come of that. Mr. Wright, tonight, after our game is done, I will return to a life of hiding. Oh, so alright, so another quick aside. This scene right now, because all of these scenes take place at different points in time. This scene takes place right before this guy dies. So literally right before the beginning of the game. So that means the entire time, the entirety of that first trial and everything after that, Phoenix knew that he knew all of this. He knew all the answers regarding the entire whole case. I don't think he knew everything about who murdered him, but he knew so much. Interesting. I understand. I'll tell the two of them when the time is right. I am in your debt once again. No kidding. What I want to know is how all this got to be so messed up. Those bracelets are made of a special alloy. It is said to expand and shrink very slightly in response to the body's warmth. So they're temperature sensitive or something? Yes. This is how they can shrink to the exact size of their wearer's wrists. Interesting. That has something to do with their power? What have I told you? The Gamari power reacts to tension in others. When a Gamari senses tension, they too become tense. And this tension translates into minute contractions of the muscles. So minute they cannot sense it on their own. Their muscles. Oh, so that's what the bracelets are for. With a bracelet on, one can sense these contractions. Because the bracelet is always a perfect fit. So when the person they're watching gets tense, the bracelet feels tighter on their wrist. Precisely. But that alone doesn't really count as mind reading. I believe I understand how the process works from there. It's a simple question of eyesight. Eyesight? I guess that sounds simple enough. Betting Thalassa gets called up somehow eventually? Yeah. Maybe. Have you ever heard of kinetic vision? Something about the ability to see moving objects with full clarity, right? I've heard it before. They say athletes can see a moving ball like it was stopped if they focus. Oh, but it's not confined to sports alone. It all relies on the ability to focus. When we focus, we can see many things. A faint switch of a face and the meaning that lies behind it. Therein lies one of the secrets of magic. One must know the mind of a crowd before one may distract it. That is true. I'll give him that. He is correct. You do notice a lot. And I mean, it's not like, I don't want to say it's Sherlock Holmes level of like noticing tiny things, but you do. There are some tricks where you need to really pay attention to like minute, tiny interactions of a person's face or a body to be able to pull something off. So, and you just need to focus. It takes practice, but I will somewhat agree with that. It's not like a crazy superpower like this. Unless you're doing like mentalism stuff, which is kind of like a superpower. It's really impressive.
But that's a different kind of magic. So basically what you're saying is the Grimaris can see really well.
Them seeing is more than believing. It is knowing. Their power relies on eyesight combined with exceptional focus.
Things are starting to come into focus for me too.
Of course, it is difficult to maintain such levels of focus for any length of time. But what if someone could tell you when to focus?
Or something.
Precisely.
Wait, Trucy doesn't have any bracelets.
You are talking about poker, yes? The timing of when to focus is so elementary, she probably does it without thinking.
Yeah, that definitely makes sense where it's something where she could get a sense and then she would know, okay, it's time to focus.
I doubt Trucy herself has realized this. That is all I know of things of Grimari.
Thank you, Mr. Zack.
If this boy's bracelet is the real thing, then he will use it before long, thereby awakening his power.
I'll keep that in mind. Yeah, because that's a callback. And that's not a callback, but that's like... So that all the way back in the first case, Phoenix was like, you'll be able to use your power when you're ready. And it just sounds random. And even Apollo was like, what do you mean my power? And this is what it was all leading up to. That's crazy. Well, shall we play a game?
I've said so much, let me say one more thing. I will tell you of that night.
That night?
The night my mentor Magnifi Grimari passed from his world to the next.
Oh, finally someone's gonna tell us who killed him. Kind of like pickpockets where they find ways to take you out of focus. Yeah, something like that. Very similar. There's a lot of similar techniques in magic and pickpocketing. It's all about distraction. I'm not saying I've ever pickpocketed someone. I'm not good like that. One, I would never do that. Two, I'm not nearly that good. And most magicians don't pickpocket. That is a myth. That is a myth. It does not happen that often. There are people who do that, obviously, but no, it's very, very rare that people actually pickpocket during like magic shows and whatnot.
There were 2 pistols and 2 letters sent. This was Magnifi's test.
A test?
In his last years, Magnifi Grimari worked us to the bone, no, to the pain. But that night I could not shoot him.
There's a Now You See Me. That's why I hate Now You See Me. I'm not getting into this again. Not getting into this again. That's why I hate Now You See Me. It's their fault. Granted, that stereotype has been around way before that movie came out, but that being said, I'm probably gonna watch the 3rd movie. Maybe. Maybe it'll be good. I don't know. I doubt it. But my sister really likes the series and she wants to see it. So I'm probably going to go watch it. And I'll try not to say anything. I will say, love Daniel Radcliffe's character in the 2nd movie. He is so evil and I love him. I love that he's just a psychopath. We need more Daniel Radcliffe being a psychotic individual. That's what we need. Very good. Very funny. I don't think he's in the 3rd movie though. But fantastic job. Again, yes. I've had probably 3. No, I've had probably at least 2 rants about why I hate the Now You See Me franchise. But I won't get into that right now. Maybe on a day when my voice isn't so bad.
That night, I could not shoot him.
So I shot the clown's forehead instead.
This, it seems, was the correct answer. Take this. I give my art to you, Zack.
What?
It's a thanks for playing along with my show. You shot well tonight, Zack. Oh, I wouldn't. I would not have minded dying by your hand.
How could I shoot you? You're my mentor.
Ah, I thought you might say that.
If I went home without shooting anything, what would you have done then?
then of course I would have given Valent his chance. And if I had shot you in the forehead instead, then it would be over. If you or Valent were to shoot me in the head, then I too the darkness would go, and my art with me. A fitting end, don't you think? Yet this ending too gives me no cause for regret. I thank you, Zach. Oh, that's a really horrifying thing, but looks like he's normal about it. It makes sense. Terrifying, but it's like, he's very coherent. And I am sorry, I have done much that was wrong in my day. It seems to me that Magnify wanted you to be his successor all along. That's why the time he gave you was earlier than Valent. Perhaps, but it is not something that we will ever know for sure. I wonder, what is Valent up to these days? Waiting for you to die. If 7 years pass like this, the performance rights goes to him. Ah. And now here I am, and his dream is ended. It's worse than that, actually. Public opinion's a fickle thing, you know. What? You don't mean to tell me they put the blame on our mentor's death on him? Trial ended when you vanished, Mr. Zach. There were even rumors about that you helped Valent pull it off. But that's madness! Well, seems that before I can once again disappear from this world, I have one more act to perform. Okay, so that's kind of nice. So he really did want to take the blame. He did not want Valent to take the fall for it. Or I guess he didn't want to take the blame, but he did not want Valent to take the blame. That is kind of nice. Even though they might not, like, they were definitely somehow rivals, it looks like they still... I don't know, maybe Valent doesn't feel the same way. Once again, I don't think Valent is evil. I don't think he's like, I hate him. I think he's jealous, but I don't think he would have, like, killed Zach. I think he genuinely believes that Zach killed Magnify. I think he truly believes that. And I think he didn't do it. I think he's just down on his luck. Isn't it odd that sorting out my life should prove so complicated? Even though I am dead. That night, Zach Grimari was killed. He died as Shady Smith, a mysterious traveler with a secret past. Wait a minute. Trucy should have known this guy. So she should have known that this was her dad? Maybe she didn't? Maybe he looked too different or something. Because nobody recognized him. So maybe he did that just for story purposes. Nobody recognized him. That must be what it was. But he left one thing behind before he parted. This. To whom it may concern, 7 years passed. I, Zach Grimari, murdered my mentor, Magnify Grimari. I apologize for the trouble caused by my sudden departure from court, and hereby confess to my crime. It's an Odie! Hello, Odie. How are you doing? Good to see ya. We're getting into some real spicy story time here. All the pieces are falling into place, and it's really awesome. We got half-siblings, dead ex-husbands, confessions to murder. Well, actually, this is a fake confession, but it's all going crazy. Glad you're doing okay. Glad to hear that. His confession, to use as I saw fit. Of course, he killed no one. His way of tying up loose ends with his old partner, Valent Grimari. Zach's confession added to the court record. Alright. Alright, so now what?
So we still have him to deal with. He needed something relating to... What did this guy need? What did Kristoff need? Oh no, I can't unlock him because he has the black ones. So this, we have to go back here. So this clearly must be for this. Let's make another save. Save slot number 4. All right, let's go.
Let's see if we can do this.
We should, I mean, this is all we have left. We only have 2 anyway. All right, here we go. All right, so now we have to say, you don't have the rights to magic. No more magic. Not to you. Sorry. And then...
Bam! I forgot what the second one was, but I should have it.
Oh, this is when we say, because we need to prove who actually shot him, who killed him. We show the confession of Zach doing it. I believe I have the answer to your prayers right here. I'm really interested to see how this is, because this is very much, it's like he didn't do it. So I really hope, I don't know how he's going to take it. Because I think deep down in his heart, I don't think Valent thinks Zach shot him either. It's just the only logical conclusion in his brain. Because who else could have done it? That being said, we don't know who did do it. We still don't know who did do it, because I don't believe Valent did it. Zach clearly didn't do it. So somebody killed him. So he has a bullet through his head. Somebody killed him. Unless he did it himself? I don't think he did that. Unless we see the proof here and Valent knows. And so he's like, no, I know that's a lie. This is what really happened. Zachary wrote one more thing before passing on. But this is a confession in which he admits to the killing of Magnifique Mari. See? All according to your plan. And yeah, this is where he's like, could Thalassa have a reason? She's dead. She was dead at the time. So this guy, Magnifique, got killed 7 years ago. And a few years before that is when Thalassa was killed. So Thalassa was killed, a year or two passed, then Magnifique was killed. So that's how that's the timeline of that. So Thalassa was already dead at that time. Supposedly. Maybe she's still alive. But to our knowledge, Thalassa is dead. But like I said in Phoenix Wright, nobody's really dead until you see them in like spirit ghost form, or you see their physical dead body. So yeah, that is that. If you see a dead body, they're dead. If you see them in dead ghost form, they're dead. Otherwise, kind of up to the interpreter, you know? Maybe Thalassa's alive. I am a magician by trade. Deception's my life work. I fool the audience, give them a fleeting dream. Yet it seems the tables have turned. Now I am the audience, believing in the deceptions I have wrought upon myself. There we go. So he does know the answer, but he's been lying to himself. So he knows that we're showing him fake stuff. He's like, yeah, I know he didn't do it. Zach wrote this right in front of me. After I explained your situation to him. Alaka's OMG. I don't think they said OMG. They did not say OMG. I refuse to believe he said OMG. All right, Magnifique, tell me about him. You do know that this confession is nothing but lies. Yes, but it is my opinion that Zachary killed no one. Then you must be thinking the truth is a simple matter of elimination. 2 received instructions to kill, but if one is innocent, then one who remains is guilty. That would be the logical conclusion, yes. But nothing about this game is logical. Well, it is logical, but not at first glance. They tell you something crazy illogical, and then they explain, and you're like, oh my god, it all fits together.
I like the flannel. Thanks. I like it too. It's based off of my IR. Well, I have a lot of flannels, but one of my IRL flannels. It was very fall themed, and I had a lot of fun figuring out how to draw it. And it's really cool. Yeah, I have two other I have this one, and then I have a winter sweater, which is also based off of an IRL sweater that I have. I don't know. I think they were fun. It's like, it was cool because like there are cool things that like work for like characters, but they're not like crazy like Eldritch Queen design. I don't know. They're normal designs, but they're not like boring normal. There you go. That's what I was trying to say. So I just based it off of my IRL outfits. But I don't know if I'm going to use them in the future, but I like them and I'm going to use them for a while. But yeah, when it gets closer to winter, I'll actually switch over to my winter one. That being said, it did snow today. We had snow today and it was very pretty. Very cold, but very pretty. That would be the logical conclusion, yes. So he vanished to protect me, his partner. Ha 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 ha! A stirring tale, 'tis true. Did you shoot Magnifique or Marion in the forehead? If I had and I told you, what would you do? Run to the police perchance? Do as you will. There is nothing left for me now. It is true, after all. Oh, he did. I have little talent. I needed my mentor Magnifique's repertoire. It was as if a little demon grabbed hold of me. Oh man, all my talk about it. All my talk about this. And he did do it. Man. Although, you know, we've had people who genuinely believe that they murdered someone and it ended up not being true. So maybe the copium is real. Dude, this guy has just had such a hard life. He must have done something horrible. He must have done something horrible. He doesn't deserve all this. I knew it. Valiant Grimari did kill the great Magnifique. So sorry, Mr. Wright. But it was not I who shot my mentor. Aha! Let's go! I knew it! I never doubted him. What? If it wasn't you, then who was it? There wasn't another disciple, was there? Oh my god, what if it was Trucy? Some 8-year-old girl's like, I'll kill you. I don't care. I want to kill you, Grandpa. Bang. Oh my god, what if it was another disciple, such as, I don't know, knack and talent grammary, maybe? Your wild fancies couldn't be further from the truth. Only Zack and Valiant received those threatening letters. But there was another. Okay. I mean, was it Kristoff, though? Because Kristoff needs to be part of this somehow. Somehow Kristoff needs to be tied into this. And he's already murdered someone. He already murdered Zack. So it would kind of make sense if he also murdered Magnifique. And he also murdered Drew. And he attempted to murder Vera. I wouldn't be surprised if he murdered... Alright, it's gotta be Kristoff. Kristoff has murdered everyone. Attempted murder on Vera. Murdered or possibly, maybe, Theory murdered him. He murdered Drew. And he murdered Zack. I'm willing to bet he murdered Thalassa as well. Although maybe there is a case that was an accident. But in previous games, whenever there was an accidental murder, it still ended up being the case where it was a murder by somebody else. And the person who thought they accidentally killed someone didn't actually do it. Because there's a big thing about good people just don't kill people. So if Zack and Valiant are genuinely good people, they wouldn't have murdered Thalassa even by accident. Granted, they could be changing that. So, but I highly doubt that, because the other ones, like the... Oh, dude, I have to remember the other cases in this game. The one with the kid and the mafia gang,
he didn't kill anyone. And he was he was a good kid in heart. And he wanted to prove that he killed someone, but he didn't do it. So there is that. So I think it's Kristoff. I think Kristoff killed all of the people. One more person could have fired the pistol that night. I don't suppose you figured it out by now. Oh yeah, because he ran into Kristoff. If it wasn't Zach or Valen who shot Magnafee. I want to see Kristoff versus Agent 47 versus John Wick. I think Kristoff would lose, for sure. But 47 versus John Wick? That would be interesting. That would be two very different people. Because, like, Agent 47 is, like, infiltration stealth. John Wick is very much big boom. So that'd be fun. Because they're very different styles. But yeah, Kristoff would probably lose. Kristoff, he might do well against Agent 47 though. I still think he would lose, but I think it would be a better fight if it was just him and 47. John Wick, he would definitely lose against. Yeah, he would definitely lose. But now that you mention it, I do want to see a fight. I want to see 47 versus John Wick. That would be cool. And it had to be the only other person at the scene, which means... Wait. You don't mean... Yes, the great Magnafee himself. Oh. Okay. Oh, man. So Magnafee Grimari committed suicide. Trigger warning. Suicide. In case anything else in the story was not a trigger warning, we have the ultimate trigger warning. You find it hard to believe. To be honest, I hadn't even imagined it as a possibility. I think I thought of it a few times, but I don't know if we've had any suicides in the game yet. We've had attempted, and we've had fake outs where they thought that was the theory and then it ended up being murder. But yeah, I don't think we've had any confirmed ones. When I arrived that night, the old man was still alive. He appeared to be asleep. I could not shoot him, but when I turned and made him leave the room, the old man called out to me. So you spoke with Magnafee Grimari? Yes, and this is why I knew what he had done. Magnafee transferred the rights to his repertoire to my partner Zach Grimari, not me. I see. So he knew. I guess that's why he knew to wait 7 years. And I guess I owe you an apology. I always thought you were the one who did it. You owe me no apology. Huh? My crime was in a way more serious than that of murder. What? Your crime? Is Valen Grimari confessing something to me? It's probably that he didn't stop him. What could be more serious than murder? Valen's crime. You see, I knew that 2 letters had been sent. There are no secrets between partners. It was easy to find out. That was when I understood Magnafee's plan. He wanted to die by one of your hands? Little did I expect it had anything to do with the rights of this repertoire. That was when I heard it. A little demon whispering inside my heart. Did you kill him or not? You can't keep flip-flopping. Pick a side. The demon. Let me confess, I had intended to shoot Magnafee. And I planned on framing my partner for the crime. What? That night, I prepared something before going to Magnafee's hospital room. Which was? IV fluid, of course. I'd seen it on the earlier visit. If Zach did not shoot, I would do the deed. Then I would use the IV liquid to place the murder on his hands. That was my plan. You didn't shoot him. I could not. The demon in my heart fled when the moment came. Okay, so he didn't. But then Magnafee called me back.
I'm sorry, Valent. I'm giving my magic to Zack, not you. You still lack the draw he has. Please help him if you can. I left the room, and then I stopped. The shock of what I had just been told consumed me. That is when I heard the fateful gunshot. Magnifique Mari killing himself. All right, I mean, this goes with what I said. Nobody saw him. Nobody saw him get shot by himself. Kristoff snuck in the room and did it when when Valent wasn't looking. Clearly, that's what they mean, right? He didn't do it himself. Kristoff was in the room. Then the demon awoke anew within me. Zack killed him. He was the one. Frame him and the magic will be yours. Okay, so he was planning on framing him, but he did not actually want to murder him. I altered the scene of the crime, the scene of his suicide. I took the pistol from his hand and wiped off the prints. Then I used the syringe of the to add the IV liquid I brought. So in the end, things happened pretty much as planned. Magnifique died and you framed Zack for his murder. As planned, indeed. Of course, the outcome was somewhat different than I had anticipated. Well, what do you think? Do you believe my story? Can it be believed truly? I think you are being honest. I think you believe your story. I don't think it's the whole story, though. That was 7 years ago. I don't know what to believe, but yes. I'm glad I heard it from you, Mr. Valent. Thank you. It is I who should be thanking you, Mr. Wright. Only when I had lost everything could I make my decision. You're gonna turn yourself in? My partner may have vanished, but not so my guilt. And my guilt stays, all else begins to leave me. My friends, my performance, rights, my magic. I've had enough vanishing acts. I understand. I thought my life was ruled by a dead man. But I find I was wrong. Zack Mari was alive. Well, not anymore. And now it occurs to me. What if he was not the only one who survived? What do you mean? You see, now that I think about it, I realize that No, we never saw proof of her demise. We never saw her body. Her? The mind races, the mouth flaps on. My apologies, forget this matter. Well, she's alive, guys. She's alive. Who would have seen that coming? Except me, because I got spoiled and I've been slowly trying to hint at that without telling you guys. She is alive. Where could she possibly be? I don't know. This is why I'm never Googling anything again. Then I shall apologize for my terrible mistake. I am glad we had this chance to talk. Thank you. Zack Mari, Shady Smith. Whichever name you prefer, he's no longer with us. The truth revealed in the trial is only a sliver. And the impenetrable darkness that remained has taken another life. I knew what I'd have to do to push back the darkness for good. It would involve paying that man a visit. Well, we got one more guy to take care of. We got to figure out how to take care of these black locks. Sorry, sir. Prisoner Christoph Gavin is currently occupied. I see. Do you know when he'll be finished? Well... Could you go find out? Certainly, sir. Please wait here for a moment. My apologies to the guard. There's something I need to see. It's time to look at the letter. Let me in. Let me in! There it is. The yellow envelope. And the sender, Drew Misham. I was right. When I arrived at the studio, Mr. Misham was at his desk. He seemed to be writing a letter, but he quickly sealed the envelope. It was a yellow envelope. I heard it was left at the crime scene. If this is the last letter that Drew Misham wrote,
And there's something I need to do. Last thing I need to do, in fact. There's the stamp. Here goes. Let's see if this atroquinine spray finds anything. Yeah, it's definitely over here. Yatta! So this is Drew Misham's messenger of death. It was the stamp, all right, no mistaking it. The last letter was sent to Christoph Gavin. The interview request came like you said it would, and they're looking into the case. I swear on my life, I won't tell them about you. So please, release the spell you've put on my daughter. I'll write later with a report. The spell? What did you do to Vera? Interesting. She did say he was an angel and a devil. Okay. Also, we have our last ad break coming up here. Letter posted by Drew Mission just before dying. Poison traces found. In this name. Finally, decisive evidence. What's this? A burglar in jail. It's over. Gavin. I didn't know moonlighting and you moonlighted in larceny, right? Oh my god, look at that evil face. He's so evil, dude. All right, we have our last ad break of the night coming up here. I hope you get some fun and entertaining ads. We're gonna keep talking to this evil man who killed everyone. Everyone who died was killed by him, for sure. Anyway, enjoy the ads and I'll fill you in with what you missed out on. Gavin, there's something I have to ask you. Can I steal your stuff? The answer is no. My apologies, but there's not much I care to discuss. Vera Misham hasn't received a verdict yet. You follow me, Gavin. There are no known survivors of atroquinine poison, but it never hurts to hope. Oh my god. Why is he so evil? I want to know his backstory. Dude, he has to be the ex-husband. He has to be the dead ex-husband. He has to be. He's got to be the dead ex-husband. For sure. It's all connected. Okay, I'll be leaving now then. Right, wait. Yeah, Gavin? Would you mind leaving that letter? No. I need it. I need it for my letter collection. I collect letters. It's very nice. It's private. Oh, sorry, forgot I had it. Many thanks. Oh, he knows. Whoa. 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 What is this? What's happening? What's happening? It's a camera! It's a camera! There's no way! He filmed the whole thing! There's no way, dude! What do you mean it's been a hidden camera this whole time? The whole time it's been a hidden camera! I'm gonna die. That's so crazy. We've now seen all the clues in the case. Clues I gathered over 7 long years ago. Now it's time. Every story has an ending. Come to the final chapter. The final trial. Find the truth. You're the only one who can. Oh my gosh, dude. Cinema. Oh my gosh. That was so cool. Wow. I kind of want to end it here, but I really want to go on for just a little bit longer. Just a little bit longer. Just a little bit longer, guys. Just a little bit longer. Welcome to court. 7 years, all leading to one verdict. One verdict you must decide. Is the defendant Vera Mission innocent or guilt? We know she's innocent. All right, that's not the question. The courtroom doors are opening. The trial awaits. Are you ready to begin? What is this? This is so cool. What is this? I love this. Something inside me. Rising, surfacing. We are back, finally. Something important. Lost long ago. It's close now. So close. It's your sister. October 9th, 10 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 3. Bonk.
Court is now in session for the trial of Vera Misham.
The defense is ready, Your Honor. Oh my god, we're back. We're just back. Crazy twit. We're just back. Ah, the whiplash. Prosecution's ready to rock.
Prosecutor Gavin, how is the defendant Vera Misham's condition?
Acute atropine poisoning, according to her physician. She could die at any time. Nice. Hell yeah. Thus, her absence from the courtroom today. What? They can't put her on trial without her being here. It's unusual. They should wait for her to get better and do it then. So, bureaucratic of them. Is that the right word? Bureaucratic, yes. I just need to make sure I read that right. That's being a little harsh. They can't delay the trial any longer. They risk having no one left to try. A trial without a verdict can only cause grief. The records of this case and experience tell us this. Apologies to the defendant, but the show must go on. Right, if Vera dies, the trial will be canceled. I'm not gonna let that happen. Mr. Wright told me everything that's been going on behind the curtain in all these years. I'm gonna get to Vera and her her innocent verdict while there's still time.
Very well, your opening statement, Prosecutor Gavin.
The prosecution's case is unchanged by recent events. Why did Vera Misham succumb to the poison? Because she couldn't live with the guilt of what she had done. Objection! Vera was poisoned with atroquinine. The exact same poison that took her father's life. What better confession could you ask for? Being the killer, she would have access to the poison. Significant, since it's rather hard to come by.
That is true.
In other words, I can see no need for further discussion. We could have had our verdict yesterday.
Well, Mr. Justice, if you have no objections, I have no reason to postpone the verdict.
Of course you would have objections. What we need to worry about isn't the verdict, but the trial itself. The defense holds that Vera Misham is the victim, not the killer. If that's so, then wait, what? Oh, the victim of her own poisoning. I was like, well, no, she's not the victim. She's still alive. If that's so, then you have to prove something. She was in court giving her testimony before us. Gosh, she really just planked. How do you propose the killer poisoned her? Oh, and incidentally, it would be nice if you told us who the mystery killer was. Bonk. I'm gonna make some wild accusations. This is totally gonna come out totally normal.
Prosecution's objection is sustained.
All right, do I have any more tea? I don't. Oh, I do. I have a tiny bit. A little tiny bit of tea. But I have to switch to water. So sad. Okay, water time. For the random Koyuki.
I ask the defense prove its claims to the court. Tell us how Vera Misham was poisoned.
Let's make a quick save. All right. Got 2 things to prove here. Who did it and how? Let's do how first. It's probably gonna be easier. Big stretch. Oh my gosh. Okay. Thank you for the stretch. I appreciate it. All right, I don't know how far I'm gonna go tonight, but I'm thinking I'm thinking next week. No, I'm thinking 2 more streams will be the finale. I think we're going to have another stream. I don't know. This could be a super long case. This could be a 3-stream case or trial. I'm thinking we could get it wrapped up in 2, but I don't know. It's that we're coming to the end here. We're coming to the end. 2 or 3 more streams for sure. How did the killer poison Vera Misham? I will focus on that first on the method used.
Any comments before we begin, Prosecutor Gavin?
Not a bottle or container of the poison was found in the defendant's body.
I see. So the vector of poisoning is unknown. Is the defense prepared to prove how the poison reached Vera Misham?
Yes, Your Honor.
Very well. What method was used to poison Vera Misham?
All right, so this one's pretty easy. We know this one. Oh, all my evidence has changed too. Okay. So we're back to the original evidence we have. We do have this. We get the stamp. And we don't get anything else new. So we don't get the gun, we don't get the picture. Okay. All right, cool. Anyway, it's this because this is the nail polish that Christoph Gavin gave her. So she put the nail polish on and she bit her nails out of nervousness, and that's what the poison did.
What's this? My, what a beautiful bottle. I'd like to give whoever designed that a hand.
I just want you to sit with the silence of that joke. I want you to sit in silence. Sit in silence. All right, let's keep going. It's not nail polish. It's colorless. Something the matter? No, nothing. Nothing at all. I know my brother's nail polish anytime. Only the judge is allowed to make those jokes. Yeah, unfortunately.
So the killer, put poison in this bottle and made her drink it?
As Prosecutor Gavin has told us, this is nail polish.
Nail polish?
It's like paint for nails. Know any women with red nails?
Ah, my wife has red nails.
You have a wife? I'm sorry, that was really mean. I can't help. That was really mean. You have a wife? Oh, man.
I see, so she's been painting them all this time.
Okay. See, this is why I said, do you have a wife? What do you mean you thought she just had naturally red nails? Women get colored nails, you know? That's the beauty of being a woman, is you are born with naturally colored nails that changed based on your mood. They're like mood rings, but on the tips of your fingers and toes. Just ignore the fact, I guess maybe this game came out before dudes did it. Or this guy's too old to even comprehend a guy with nail polish. Let's recall yesterday's trial. Remember when Vera was testifying to the court? The judge is a classy, dignified man. Of course he's taken. You know what? I do take that back. He is a judge, and he is very dumb, but he is a good-looking man. And if his younger brother is anything to go off of, he probably was incredibly attractive. So, you know, he might have gotten a little dumb in his old age. So I apologize for that joke. That was really mean. He's a good-looking dude, and he's probably pretty jacked under that robe. More jacked than me.
Court is now back in session.
Vera seems pretty tense. Oh, tense. Get it? Because he notices it. Because that's his whole thing. Wow. She's practically chewing her fingernails clean off. Whenever Vera became nervous, she had a habit of biting her nails.
Her nails? Aha!
Prosecutor Gavin? When the prosecution had Vera examined, did they check her nails? He's more like, obviously I didn't check that. Why would I do that?
Bailiff, have them check the defendant's nails at once, Mr. Justice.
Yes?
Do you know who did this? Do you know who put the poison in the nail polish?
Yes. That bottle belongs to Vera Misham. Oh man, Gavin's starting to, or Clav is starting to notice. He's like, my brother's doing some bad things. Oh man. Why do you ask? Know someone else who might have a bottle like this? He's like, no, just checking.
Bonk. Mr. Justice, you are about to accuse someone of poisoning the bottle of nail polish. Please dispense with the chatter. You realize the weight of this.
Ooh, we have 2.
Here, let me show you.
Understood, Your Honor. No problem. I know what I'm doing at this time.
Let us ask, who poisoned Vera Misham via her nail polish?
Rest in peace, Christoph Gavin. You tried. You did pretty good, but no one gets away free.
What's this, Christoph Gavin?
Objection!
What's your game? My bro? There's no way he could do a thing like that. Did you forget he already murdered someone? He already murdered someone. You should know that better than anyone else.
Indeed. He's behind bars.
I know. However, that doesn't mean it was impossible to do what he did. What? Ask yourselves when he put the poison in the bottle. It could have been yesterday. It could have been a month ago. Maybe it was a year ago. Or perhaps it was 7 years ago. Wow.
But Christoph Gavin had no motive for killing this poor girl. It's simply inconceivable.
Prosecutor Gavin doesn't seem to think so. He's like, ah, he totally did. He's like, oh no, what did my bro do? That face tells me one thing. Christoph Gavin's own younger brother doesn't find it inconceivable at all.
Well, Prosecutor Gavin, I feel there's a clear and pressing need. And we may have to summon Christoph Gavin from jail as a special witness.
Fine. I've known for some time that impenetrable darkness lurked at the bottom of this. A darkness that has swallowed even myself. Okay, the defense's wish is granted. Let prisoner Christoph Gavin take the stand. Bonk.
Bailiff, begin proceedings. Just called a special witness. The witness Christoph Gavin is currently residing in solitary cell 13 at Central Prison.
Why do you know that? Why do you have his number like that? That was fast. Bro has this memorized. He goes there very often. Maybe Christoph is his wife. No, he doesn't have any red nails. Ah, Your Honor. How nice to see you again.
It's been quite a while, hasn't it?
To what do I owe the pleasure of your company? It's not every day I'm summoned from solitary cell. In fact, it's never. I think you already know Mr. Christoph Gavin. Ah, Mr. Justice. I hear you've been doing quite well for yourself. Why do I feel like somehow he's still my boss? Stiff upper lip, Apollo. You can do it. Does this bottle look familiar? Origadoni nail polish? Why, yes, I use it myself. As did the late defendant, I hear. She's not dead yet. And was there something concerning this bottle you wish to ask me about? I admit I respect her for her taste in nail polish. Her taste, indeed. This nail polish was somehow, or was, I don't know, was how Vera Misham was poisoned. Atroquinine, was it?
You're well informed about this case, Mr. Gavin.
Even in solitary, much comes to my desk, and I have nothing to do but read. Well, Clavier. Oh, I really want to see how they interact. Because I think Clav knows that his brother is deep down a bad person, but he still loves him as a brother. I think he like really looks up to him, but he knows that he shouldn't. Maybe you can explain this? Man. You're being accused again, by him again. Ah, and you agree with his accusation, do you? Ooh. He didn't say no, bonk.
Let's hold a proper trial, shall we? Christoph Gavin, your testimony, please.
I'd be delighted.
The charges against you are quite severe, Mr. Gavin. You are suspected of poisoning of the defendant Vera Misham. Please testify to the court, testify this matter to the court.
Oh man. I think I'm gonna read this and then I'm gonna call it here so that way I can read it again next week. Poisoning Vera. Alright, so let's make a save here. Alright, so we'll read this and call it a day here. Owning the same nail polish does not make a murderer, or does not a murderer make? I have been in solitary confinement for half a year. How could I poison her? The father died of the same poison, the meaning which should be clear. The prosecution's case holds she poisoned her father, then attempted to poison herself. Surely you aren't going to suggest that I was responsible for poisoning her father too? I am. I definitely am.
Well, I'm afraid the defense's claim sounding rather unlikely.
Naturally. For one, I don't even know the Mishams. What about this letter? What about this letter that says address to Drew Misham? There's an address on here and the name I've never heard of. At least I think so. It's too blurry to read. Oh, this is from Drew Misham to somebody else. It looks like it says David Crawley, K-R K, oh gosh. I'm not gonna try to read that. It's clearly an alter ego. It's a voice. Objection. How are you doing, voice? I'm getting to the end of my stream here. But how are you doing? It's good to see ya. Not too shabby. Glad to hear that. The Grimmaries, isn't it? Why did Mr. Wright give me this letter right before the trial? What could it mean? Wait, you still got the letter? How did you get the letter? You had to give it back to him. Oh, wait. Is it Greg? Is Greg coming back? Or is it the other boss? Hieronymus. Is that so, Mr. Justice? Hero. I don't want to do hero. Wait, that's the healing one, right? You heal the lamp. Heal the lamp, shoot the guy. The Makoto. No, not Makoto. You can use that Dressina, right? Oh, but it's Grand Assault. I don't want to think about it, voice. I don't want to think about it. So what? Dressina, Mika. Could I use Chiaki? Imagine Chiaki. Let's go. I'll think about it later.
Very well, Mr. Justice, begin your cross-examination.
I'm accusing Christoph Gavin, my ex-boss. But I know he poisoned the Mishams. The question is, when could he have done it? Not to mention why. The why is going to be the hard part. Why is going to be hard. Well, that is where I'm going to call it for today. Don't save. I'm going to go back here. We are going to call it here for now. Whoops, not there. Let's go to the title screen. All right. Wow, we got, guys, there was so much that happened. We learned so much. So many things. I literally can't even talk. We got dead ex-husbands. We got half, like, Trucy and Apollo are half siblings. They both have superpowers. And Trucy is better at the superpowers. which obviously that makes sense. It's always the female sidekick who has the better superpower. Or at least the stronger one, I mean. And, oh man, the fact that Kristoff is behind all... Kristoff definitely killed everyone. He did not kill himself. Magnifi did not end himself. It was definitely Kristoff, for sure. And Thalassa is alive. Wow. So much. So next week, next Monday, we're going to continue. And it's going to be, I think we have at least 2 more streams of this game. So we got at least 2 more, 3 at the most. So we're very close to the end of this first game. And then when we're done, there's a game that I think I'm going to be playing. I forgot which one it was going to be, but I have a game picked out, a little visual novel. Oh, I was going to play Cabin Fever, which is a visual novel. The guys that made Crush Crush and Hush Hush, it was their first ever visual novel called Cabin Fever. I think before they made, no, it was after they made Crush Crush. So we're going to be playing that. Yeah, a lot of, yes, exciting stuff. We're coming close to the end of this, which also means the next Professor Layton game is on the horizon. And I'm so excited to get back into Professor Layton, guys. Been itching. This has been a long game, but I'm having so much fun. And I'm excited. I'm excited to see how this one ends. I hope you guys are too. Wednesday, I'm really not feeling that great. I'm going to the doctors. Thank you for the random Koyuki. I'm going to the doctors on Wednesday to see what's up, because it's been a long time that I've been feeling sick. So I'm going to go to the doctors, see what's up. If I feel good enough, I will still be streaming on Wednesday. We're going to do some Blue Archive. I want to do some relationship quests to the event. There's no event going on. Well, there is. I already did the Sugar Rush event. But I did get banned Natsu, and I got banned Kazusa, so that's pretty cool. No Yoshimi, unfortunately. I don't think I will have the relationship quests ready in time, so we probably won't be doing that. I have Rio and some other stuff. I don't know if it's really the luck voice. I'll tell you guys. No, I can just tell you. I just had to do 200 pulls. I got Natsu on 190. And then I just went out and bought the last 10 pull because I bought a gift pack for Ibuki. And then I got another 10 pull with it. So on 200, and then I selected Kazusa over Yoshimi. So I only need 1 more to complete the group though. So that's pretty fun. That's pretty fun. But yes, we did get banned Natsu. It was a little bit painful. I'm probably not going to heal. I'm probably not going to use her. Probably not going to use her. But hey, I have her. Anyway, I'm gonna call it here. I hope you guys, I hope your headache gets better, Gare. I hope it does. Yes, have a good night, everyone. Have a good day. I will see you on Wednesday. Goodbye. Oh, and go watch my new YouTube video. It's on the YouTube live channel. Go watch it, please. Thank you. Bye bye.